Here's the second problem on the practice midterm. It's asking us to find the critical points of the function f of x equals to 3x to the fourth plus 8x cubed minus 48x squared plus 11. So first of all, let's remind ourselves what a critical point of a function is. A critical point of a function is a point where the derivative of this function is equal to 0. Graphically, it just means that the tangent line at that point is horizontal. So to find critical points, we calculate the derivative of the function, then set it equal to 0 and solve for the independent variable. Okay, so here our function is, we copy the function first, 3x to the fourth plus 8x cubed minus 48x squared plus 11. I will calculate the derivative of this function. It will be 3 times 4x cubed. We are calculating this derivative term by term, and to calculate the derivative of each term, we use the constant rule and the power rule. Plus the derivative of the next term will be 8 times 3x squared, and finally minus 48 times 2x. The derivative of the last constant term of the function, 11, is equal to 0 because that is a constant term and it does not change. Now, let's set this derivative equal to 0, and our next goal is to try to solve for x. Okay, to solve for x, we can try to factor out the left-hand side of this equation. There is a factor of 3 in the first term, in the second term, and also in the third, because if you think about it, 48 is divisible by 3. We can also factor out a factor of 4. There is a factor of 4 in the first term, there is a factor of 4 in the second term, and there is a factor of 4 in 48 as well. And we can also factor out x, because there is x, a factor of x in each term of the left-hand side. Altogether, we can factor out 12x. 12x, open parentheses, then we're going to have x squared in parentheses. Next, we're going to have 2x, and then minus, I guess it's going to be 8x. Actually, just 8, because the x we factored out. Okay, let's see if we can factor this term further. The quadratic term. And it's fairly easy to see that x squared plus 2x minus 8 factors as x plus 4 times x minus 2. Now our equation says that the product of 12x, x plus 4, and x minus 2 is equal to 0. And the only way this can happen is if one of the factors in this product is equal to 0. So one possibility is x equals to 0, or x plus 4 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. And so accordingly, we get our critical points. The first critical point is 0. The second critical point is -4. And then the last critical point is +2. I numbered them here in the order in which I found them, but a lot of times people order the critical points from left to right. So you would start with -4 and then go to 0 and then to 2. But it's not really that important, especially for this problem here. If we go back to the problem and look what the problem was asking, it's asking to enter the largest critical point of this function out of the values that we found, 0, -4, and 2. 2 is the largest. And so the correct answer for this problem is 2.